Hey everybody, Griff Hamlin here. In today's lesson I want to talk about a lick very similar to what B.B. King does at the beginning of The Thrill Is Gone, and how this kind of works with what I call my four-note solo concept. So first let me play you the lick so you can hear what it sounds like, and then I'll show you how I see this as being built and how hopefully you can take some of the things you've already learned from me and put them to use this way. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not a very complicated lick. It's actually pretty simple. If I kind of do it in time and I count along with it, it goes something like this. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay? Really pretty straightforward, but let's look at how it's put together. If you remember the, I'll say, four-note solo pattern, the root note focuses around my third finger, in this case on the 12th fret of the second string. That's the anchor for the whole thing, and that's the root note. And then I go down 2 frets to the 10th, and then I go up to the second string, to the 10th and 12th frets. So there's the pattern. Okay, so if you can't play that, make sure you get that down. But let's say we were going to take that same pattern and drop it by an octave. So now we'd put it from the 12th fret. You know, if you go down, it's 2 strings and 2 frets unless you cross the B string, and then it's 2 strings and 3 frets. So in this case, since we're on the B string, we're gonna have to deal with that and go 3 frets. So if I go down 3 frets and 2 strings, I get the same note. So if I put my third finger there, I can do that exact same pattern there as well. So notice that the first 3 notes, or 4 notes I guess, that held note, then I have 10th fret on the first string, 12th fret on the second, 10th on the second. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. Okay? So this is all in that same pattern. But then, boom, I'm just going to jump down to the other version, start right away with my third finger on the 9th fret of the third string, a little bend, and then 7, then 9, then down to 9 on the 4th string, 7th fret on the 3rd string, and a couple of 9s on the 4th string. So just that part, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Okay? So if I put this whole thing together, you get something like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. So you can see all I've done is I've just taken that same pattern and moved it down an octave. You could actually even turn them around. For example, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So I could just play the first part in the second half, and I could play the second half in the first half. You can switch them around. You can do whatever you want. So I just wanted to show you this. It's a great lick. You can use it all over the place. Obviously this is in the key of B minor, since that's a B, but I could play it in G simply by moving my fingers down, putting my third finger on the G at the 8th fret, and I'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. It'll work anywhere. I could put it way up in E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So I encourage you to take that lick and play it not just in one place, but move it through other keys. Mix it, match, you know, take the low octave notes and put them in the high octave, take the high octave notes, put them in the low octave, do it all in the high octave, do it all in the low octave. You can play around with this stuff, and this is how you come up with more and more and more lick ideas. So I hope you have some fun with this. If nothing else, you got a cool lick under your belt, and we'll see you again real soon.